prioritize innovation. They're doing much more than that.
我们连续多年国内发明专利申请量超过美国，超过日本。
如果说创新是中国发展的新引擎，那么改革就是必不可少的点火器。要采取更加有效的措施，把创新引擎全速发动起来。
Xi Jinping era is based on building a different kind of economy, of innovation, moving up the value chain, using new kind of technologies.
The key question mark, which the Chinese themselves are focused on, is can they also at the same time engineer deep reforms into China's remaining state and enterprise sector and allow sufficient headroom for its burgeoning private sector to complete that transformation.
我们推进改革的根本目的是要让国家变得更加富强，让社会变得更加公平正义，让人民生活得更加美好。
Innovation helps us solve problems that we couldn't solve before, find new solutions, build on knowledge of the past, and come up with great new ideas that we can tackle in new ways. I'm Dr. Jordan Nguyen. I'm interested to find out more about China's drive for innovation.
My name is Mariano Hotter. Protecting the environment is perhaps the single biggest issue that's facing our generation. China's making all the right noises about sustainable development. What's really happening on the ground, though?
My name is Danny Forster. I've been coming here for the last 10 years, and I have seen China become a critical leader in the global economy. But my question is, can this continue? In this episode, we discover the huge challenges facing Xi Jinping as he grapples with the economy and the environment. Can China really achieve its ambition of becoming a truly modern country by 2049? You know, we think about Chinese development as being fast and furious and intense, and they're going to have to downshift into slow and steady and more mindful. They can do it, but it's going to be definitely a change in perspective and a change in strategy.
The challenge is now is China's economy has to be pretty radically transformed because China can no longer afford to be the world's low-cost producer in cheap goods.
And now China wants to create things which accrue value, technology which people are willing to pay for, a kind of international reach for its innovation, which is more appreciated. That is happening bit by bit.
Here in China's northwestern Ningxia province, some exciting innovations are underway. Zhang Guojian grew up as a farmer, but now partners with Gong Jiaqin, founder of X Aircraft, a drone company based in Guangzhou.
China has a population of 1.3 billion, and half of them are actually farmers working in the field. So anything will change the agriculture industry, will change the whole country.
For centuries, Chinese farmers have used traditional agricultural methods. That work is often labor-intensive, and the yields can be very low. As a result, innovation is desperately needed. Enter a team of innovators with a big idea. High-tech autonomous drones.
Our purpose of X Aircraft is to bring technologies to farmers which will make their job easier.
These drones, specifically designed for agricultural use by X Aircraft, can spray plants 40 times faster than humans. They're made of aeronautics-grade aluminum for durability. And, like industrial robots, they can keep going day and night.
因为你初级的工业化的话，你可以模仿其他国家的技术，或者进口其他国家的技术。但是你要实现可持续的发展的话，自己本身的创新能力要强。
You've got to move on to the next stage. The Chinese, they invest for the future. They're turning out very large numbers of people in computer science and so on.
Today, co-founder Gong Jiaqin is visiting a farm where a team of drones is treating goji berries. What makes these drones so sophisticated is that they're equipped with AI, artificial intelligence.
The main feature of this drone is it's autonomous, fully autonomous. We employ artificial intelligence to control the drone rather than human being. The key thing about artificial intelligence is while it's flying, it's also gathering data. For example, the terrain data, the plants, the severeness of the disease.
I think the AI agenda seems to be growing so quickly. There are real opportunities for us to improve livelihoods by being able to increase productivity.
在这个高新技术服务业方面，我们还有相当大的空间。它可以发展出具有不仅是全国性产品，而且可以具有全球性产品。
The AI is capable of recognizing different plant types, so the drone can target the correct ones. And what's even more impressive, by using multispectral imaging, the drone can even identify which leaves on the plant need treatment and which don't, which makes the whole technology environmentally friendly. Smart tech like this is essential not just for transforming agriculture, but the Chinese economy overall. I think what's most exciting about being in China right now is the inversion of its place in the world stage. You know, China is not an importer exclusively, they're an exporter, not just of goods, but of ideas.
Will they produce the innovation we see in Silicon Valley? Take a while, but given the centrality that this holds within Chinese government policy, don't rule it out.
Particularly in science and technology, there's no question of their ability, and they're very confident now.
The push for innovation is a central part of Xi Jinping's strategy to reform the Chinese economy.
中国经济呈现出新常态，有几个主要特点：一是从高速增长转为中高速增长；二是经济结构不断优化升级；三是从要素驱动、投资驱动转向创新驱动。
So here's a fact. The biggest producer and designer of electric vehicles in the world is China. And these modern, clean energy buses can be seen all over the country. Many of them are made here in Shanwei. This is the production line of BYD, now the largest manufacturer of electric vehicles in the world. Bus factory manager Yang Wei Zhou.
在50多个国家、200多个城市，都有我们新能源汽车的足迹。
BYD started out in 1995 with a low profile, making mobile phone batteries.
我们在03年的话，进入汽车市场的时候，我们的研发成本是投入非常之大的。同时，外界对于我们公司的话也存在着很多的一些质疑。
Innovation is exceedingly important because that's what will drive a new economy. That's what will have new kinds of products and new services that people want and that will be profitable and will upgrade the entire Chinese economy.
Back then, switching to designing electric vehicles was thought risky.
我们这边的话还是顶着非常大的压力。燃油车的话到处都是加油站，但是那个充电站的话还是相对比较少，但是的话，随着这几年的那个电动车市场的蓬勃的发展的话，这些问题也是在逐渐的得到解决。
Electric vehicle output in China is rapidly increasing. In 2012, there were just 12,552 produced, but by 2016, that had shot up to 344,000.
中国的话以前是制造型的一个国家，到现在的话变成了一个的话是创造型的一个国家。
China needs to transform into products that allow more gross margin so that workers could be paid more and the country can rise higher in its economic development.
China's reputation as the world's manufacturer is well known, but that's changing. I think they want to be not just a place where things are made, but where ideas are born. This glossy promo, showcasing a new concept in electric rail technology, typifies the kind of creativity happening in China today. What's called SkyRail is now a reality at BYD's headquarters in Shenzhen.
可以关门了吧?
This is the kind of industrial revolution Xi Jinping needs to be repeated all across China. It'll form the foundation of China's future economy.
特别是在进入经济新常态的情况下，提出了实际上我们称之为从加快发展到持续、稳定、协调发展。
Supply-side structural reform deals with the fact that there is significant overcapacity in China. So you have to reduce the overcapacity, eliminate the poorer companies so they go totally out of business. And then the existing companies, which are more productive, can become profitable. The industry works.
The new normal economy poses a direct challenge, especially to those traditional industries that once powered China's economic miracle. As a filmmaker, I have traveled to factories all over China, and I can tell you it's kind of what you'd expect. Lots of manual labor, manufacturing cheaper versions of products that were designed typically outside of China. But I can also tell you that's beginning to change. Because the focus now, all across the Chinese economy, is encouraging creativity, to design high-value products where the Chinese companies own the intellectual property.
Moving up the value chain, using new kind of technologies, and that's a big transition.
Take, for example, BOE. It started out in the 1990s making components for foreign-designed TVs. Now, it's transformed itself into one of the world's biggest producers and designers of all kinds of screens, for TVs, tablets, even mobile phones. But transforming their business demanded an entirely new kind of thinking. 6,000 people work at BOE's Beijing base, but the factory floor is practically deserted. Here, robots do the work.
I believe that it's absolutely imperative for countries like China to prioritize this innovation because this is the wave, as some people call it, the fourth industrialization.
Managing Director Zhang Yu.
以前我们更多的是强调客观的一种市场需求在哪，实际上现在是更多的讲的就是好多需求是你要去通过挖掘，是你企业怎么样通过你的供给侧改革，你来去引领这个市场，来去创造市场。
供给侧结构性改革，首先要做加法，就是在那些短板之处、高新技术之处，要大做加法。在那些传统的已经达到了产品的高峰而后下降的那些产业产品方面，就要敢做减法。
These are the elements, the key elements that are needed. And you start with the economic goal of a moderately prosperous society, which is building the economy. And then comprehensive reform recognizes that not just economic reform, but a reform in all sectors.
Comprehensive development in China, it requires an integrated approach to politics, the economy, culture, society, as well as the environment. And he says we are only developing if we are advancing on all 5 fronts and not just one.
Is there a way out to a clean and green future? Anyone who's visited China knows how bad the pollution can be. China's rapid development over the last 30 years has come at the cost of great environmental problems.